Some production companies I know are just closing down, budgets are cut, AI is taking over some editing jobs, color work. But here's the thing, while everyone's freaking out, I'm actually using these same AI tools to make better stuff, grow my business, and create work that people notice. And I'm not here to tell you just be positive or some fake motivational crap like that. I want to show you how to deal with this AI stuff by using it instead of running away from it. I'll share exactly what I'm doing with my projects so you can see it for yourself. Because honestly, this might be the best time ever to be someone who really wants to tell their story and has something to say. The average creators who just go through the motions, they're in trouble, but you're not going to be one of them. For those new here, I am Noor Niaz. I've been directing for 10 years now, done campaigns for Samsung, Red Bull, Coca-Cola, and others. I also run a small business selling tools to commercial directors. So I got a front row seat to what's happening in the industry right now. So let me tell you what I'm seeing. Now, I think a lot of people have the misconception around AI taking over filmmaking just because they don't understand the nuance of storytelling. They don't understand what you're actually trying to do when you're creating a film. And the big misconception here is that a lot of people think that it's just images on the screen, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. Underneath that, the 99% is all audience understanding. And you need to be able to get down and dirty with that audience understanding if you want to tell good stories. And that's really hard to do at this point, even with AI, because AI can't access that right now. Like, yeah, Midjourney can make storyboards. VO3 does very pretty looking cinematic shots. GPT can write scripts. AI is fast, it is efficient for sure, but fundamentally it's flavorless. It can generate, but it cannot decide for you. It cannot shape taste. And filmmaking is all about taste, decisions, and directing. When I was working on my recent short film morning routine, I didn't just need a script or a storyboard. I really needed to find that crack in that perfect influencer morning routine and amplify it. AI couldn't give me that. Like, I had to go and shoot it, feel it, direct it, know when to halt on a shot, know when to break it. That's not found in the prompt. Like, you cannot really ask AI to come up with that. So I guess what I'm trying to say is you can't really outsource your judgment and pace and the awkwardness, the part where you linger on a throwaway shot just a second too long and you decide to keep it in the edit. No software knows where that moment lives. People either avoid the tools completely or lean way too hard into them. Like, they just let GPT write their whole entire script. They just let Midjourney generate their whole entire mood board. And I've been guilty of both, honestly. Ignoring the tech out of fear, done that, been there, then overusing it because it felt too easy. And I think right now, if you're a bad filmmaker, you can use AI and get kind of average results. The average storytelling is not gonna move the needle. If you're a great storyteller, you can use AI and get really a lot faster. And that speed is huge, it's a deal breaker. I like to use AI to play with ideas. Not so that I can take their ideas and use them, but so that I can build off of those ideas and don't have to stare at the blank page for too long and get discouraged. Also, the case for previs and toying with ideas. Because like before AI, we used to hire expensive CG artists just to show ideas to clients. We would spend literal thousands on concepts that might never get used. Now you can sit down and try a dozen of different ideas in one afternoon, all by yourself at your computer. And nowadays I can easily see how a set design might look before building it and committing to it. With Google VO3, I can check if a mood I want will work or it won't. The case for script writing and copywriting more broadly. And so for context, I also run Pitch Studio, a business that creates pitch deck templates for filmmakers. And I use AI to help with my copywriting for paid ads and get traffic. And I wrote like 100 emails in 30 days with the help of AI and the help of that big long prompt. A good example of that would be like, I'll ask GPT, what are filmmakers' shameful desires? Or what are the biggest pain points directors face? And it will start giving me answers. And maybe they're true, maybe they're not, but at least it's something that's coming from outside. It's like having a conversation with an assistant. And because I know where I need to go with this, what I need to understand, I can use AI to help me get to that place, which is an understanding of what I believe is the core desire of the filmmaker and how they're using Pitch Studio's products. So as the quote goes, the quality of your life depends on the quality of the questions that you ask yourself. And in the same way, the quality of your storytelling will depend on the quality of the questions you ask AI. And that's especially true in that iteration process with prompts. So you ask it something, you put in a big long prompt, it will spit some shit at you, And then how you iterate off that depends entirely on what's up here and where you think you need to go with it. And if you don't know anything, if you're just a beginner, you cannot use that to your advantage. So for example, when I was working on morning routine, I didn't just ask GPT to write me a whole entire script. I asked some specific questions about what makes influencer content feel so hollow. And it gave me lots of new sort of angles and ideas to chew on. Again, it doesn't mean that I have to use all of them, but it's just a good outsider perspective on sort of my idea. In contrast, what most people do is they open the app, type something boring, and get really mad when the output is boring too. But the problem is you just don't know what you want yet. There are no good questions. If you are empty and don't really have an urge or a story to tell yet, AI won't save you from that. But if you're onto something and just need that little bit of push, then AI is of great help. As far as these technologies go, like how much time do we have before AI really takes over everything? I have no clue. I don't know. I think nobody really knows. All I know is that if you want to start filmmaking today, it's the best time you can start because you've got access to all these tools. You've got access to all this information and you have access to Ultimate Assistant, which is AI, when you're ready and when you start to understand what it is that you're trying to do. Whereas if you go back 30, 40, 50 years, you had to go to film school and hope that they had decent equipment. And then you had to mail physical reels to production companies. Like even when I started 10 years ago now in 2014, I had no mentors, no gear, no people sharing real industry knowledge. And like this is the golden era of filmmaking because it can be expressed in so many different ways too. You can create commercials, music videos, short films, TikToks, reels, whatever. Everything is easier now. Now you have people like Danny Gevirtz, Scott Peters sharing their filmmaking journey, Blaine Westrop, Matt Aitia, Carlo, so many more who make this such a wholesome community where you access all this career blueprint for free, like hundreds of tutorials on every single matter, dozens of AI tools, and the 4K ProRes log camera with USB-C port in your pocket? Like what? Like you can shoot something ugly and weird that has a message and it will reach hundreds of thousands of people. And the people that are telling you that you shouldn't do it, the people that are scared that all this tech means it's over, I would look at their life and their track history and see if they live a life that you want. If this video hit home, do me a solid favor, subscribe, share this video with a filmmaker who's in their head too much. And definitely check out Pitch Studio, the best treatment templates out there for directors, drag and drop, easy to use, and loved by thousands in the community. Grab yours today and I'll see you in the next video.